Time for another Whatnot unboxing. Let's see what we got, shall we? Okay, so this was from Miss Ivy Market. And I paused because I don't remember exactly. Oh, yep, I do. So this was interesting because I actually won a giveaway in this one. So that saved me on shipping. And then I bought bundle quantities. And so what it was is that there were different items for costume jewelry that were in these colorful bundles. There's a purple bundle, a green bundle, a multi-bundle, I think. Yeah, multi-bundle. And then this was the giveaway necklace, I believe. And so each one of these bundles were $10, and then I only paid $3 or so for shipping because I got a big shipping discount on this, because even though this was only like an ounce or so, it paid for like half of the shipping. Maybe I paid like $4 for shipping, but they gave me a big discount. So this one was for free, and Park Lane is a name brand. I don't know much about it, but it is labeled. It is a very delicate necklace, and it is very cute. You do not have to stay in people's auctions if you win their giveaway. They're usually open to all as long as you follow them. And there are buyer giveaways that are separate, but this one was just a anybody in the room type deal giveaway. So this one is labeled as Park Lane. I'm going to imagine, I don't know, unless it's vintage, I don't feel like, just based on quality, it's very, very great quality, but it is named or labeled, so I'm going to say that it's probably vintage. I'm going to put a value of $10 on it till I look it up, and then probably blow my mind that it's like totally more than that, but who knows? We will see. Still a cute little necklace for free. Right, let's open in the first box. She did show each of these items first, so you could bid on them and know what they were made out of. I thought this was particularly interesting. Just all of it is either acrylic or glass beads. I thought this looked to be about something that would be at least $10 in value. If I had to value it, I would say $15. The clasp was very unique. It says Japan. It is vintage, I do believe. So I'm going to value it as $15 item. So I'll separate my piles into 10 and 15 and anything lower, again giving conservative estimates. These are just some little earrings, I would imagine in the $5 range. This was a super neat piece. I did see the damage, but at the same time I thought it was pretty unique for a ring. Definitely either handmade or vintage or something. I don't know if that will be able to be polished out, but I would think as a value, just as is, it would be $10 just because of uniqueness. I'd have to find out more about it, obviously, but we'll put that in the $10 pile. Some unique vintage clip-ons, I would say $5. This is a sweater pin, I think she said, and you just kind of put it on through for your sweater, like on either end to close it. I thought that was really unique. I'd never seen really a sweater pen before, so I would value this item probably in the $10 range until I find out more information. Very cute, unique clip-on earrings, just different. I'd probably say those are vintage as well. I'll go ahead and value them in the $5 range, though I think I would probably put those at 10 really, because they are very unique. Let's go ahead and say 10. We're gonna say 10 on those. A very, very nice pendant here. It does say, what does it say? I cannot see without a magnifying glass on this one. Maybe in the phone. A little bit better. Let's see if I can zoom in. Maybe Roman? I can't remember. So, is unique though. Let me zoom back in a little bit more here. There we go. This is a really cool pendant. I have to look a little bit more into it, but I'm going to value it at least the $10 range. Really cute little glass bead earrings. They don't quite exactly go together, so I'm thinking maybe homemade ones. They're a little bit different in color. This one's a little bit more clear than this one, so I'm going to value that as $5 because of the kind of discrepancy there. And then this last one in the set is just a beaded necklace. It reminds me a little bit of the Park Lane ones due to this, like, I don't feel like that's like the nicest or most expensive type of setting for this. It is kind of unique here in that it does say Japan, so it is vintage again. At least I think a vintage piece. So it's more of a thing you see with vintage pieces, that type of thing. But yeah, anywho, just a really nice, interesting pendant. I'm gonna value it in the $15 range because it is unique. So just in that little bundle right here, if we take a look-see on here, I paid $10 for the whole thing. I'm already valuing both these pieces as $15 a piece, so I feel like for that bag, I've already kind of made my money back, even though I haven't made my money back. So I hope you understand what I mean. So $30, 10, 20, 30, 40, so into 70, 5, 10, 15, we're at 85, and then I think I put this over here, so at 95 right now. So I'm just going to put them to the side and take, actually I'll just leave that there. We'll just take the next ones out. Okay, this is in the bag of randomness that this was for this bag. I bought this bag for $10 solely because of this. I comped it. She was talking about each piece beforehand. This is a brand new, in the packaging, Precious Moments, pendant with chain, and the sold comps were ranging in the $15 to $30 range for ones that are similar. This one, for the exact one, there wasn't any sold, but there was one that was listed that was in the $40 range, and I was like, sold. So I'm going to value this as 30, but on the high end, because if there's people posting it on the high end, then possibly it's sold in the past for higher. So $30 on that one. And this is another vintage piece with a vintage clasp, just kind of like a little hook one. All right, I think we were at this piece, vintage piece with the little shepherd's hook, little choker. I would value it about $10. So we'll put that with the $10 pieces. Very unique stone pendant. I think with a chain it would be valued in the $15 range. Shine that up a little bit more, depending, it could be more, so I'm going to put it in 15 because it will have a chain before it goes to somebody new. This is just like a little gold chain. I think it's called a box chain. Like, I'm getting better at learning the names for these different jewelry pieces. And a box chain because it kind of looks like a box. Now this is just a plain circular piece. I liked it mainly because of the chain. I don't feel like I'm going to keep the current pendant on it. I will have to, oh, it is like a double pendant, I just realized. Hold on. Let's see if I can detangle a little bit. Or not. There we go. Nice long double chain. It is kind of cute. So maybe I'll keep that one on, and I would value this in the $15 range, I think. It's kind of sizable pendants with the double. I bet it would look really cute on a mannequin. So we'll say 15. All right, next up is a couple more little pendants. This looks like a little kids kind of thing. It's quite unique though. It's different. Very, very different. Like, has these different little parts on it. I don't know. I think somebody probably painted a plastic heart and then put these other little pendants on there with there. So I'm thinking maybe the chain just has more value, and I'm going to value this as jewelry making parts. So we're going to say $2. This is a really, really hefty camel. He is very heavy. I have no idea what his value might be, but on a long gold chain, maybe like something like, actually it might have to be something more heavier because he's sizable, like I'd say like an ounce or so. I have to look him up and find a little more information with him. By himself, because of uniqueness, I'm gonna go ahead and value him in the $15 range, even without a chain. I don't know what he's worth or what he's made out of, but he's very, very unique and quite Christmassy. So I'll put him there. 2 little earrings. I really like when sellers put the earrings together like this. It helps with buying in bulk, that they don't get lost. That's really nice. I would say these would be $5 earrings. Really cute. This is a vintage, I think it's vintage, or it might be newer, I don't know. But either way, it's an acrylic piece with a chain. I really feel like this, where it says love stamp 20 cents, is either something homemade or just very unique and really belongs on something a little bit better than this chain. So that chain would be like more scrap pieces, and then this would have possibly something a little bit better, just because it's very different, very unique. Because of the uniqueness, and I do plan on getting a better chain for it, I am going to put it in the $15 range. These are a pair of vintage screwback earrings. They are a little bit faded and a little bit dirty, being cleaned up. My knowledge of screwback earrings isn't much, but I would say that they would possibly go in the $10 range once cleaned. So now at this point, we're at a value of $200 total. I've added everything up. This is very cute, but I almost feel like I got this pendant in another lot at some point, or, you know, buying on whatnot. I'll have to double check through the jewelry because it's already been put away, but I would, oh, it's Leah Sophia. So maybe I didn't. I think I would have recalled the Leah Sophia pendant, if, and the whole chain goes with it. I'm going to go ahead and value this in the $15 range. It looks very familiar. These are 2 handmade or homemade earrings. They look very retro vibes to me, but they're made out of like that polymer clay. They're very cute though. I like how these just are, and so I'm going to value them in the $10 range. Next is this little vintage green stone necklace. I think this is the reason why I got this one, or it could possibly have been the Leah Sophia portion. Again, I'm valuing things conservatively, but because this is all green stone and vintage, I would say it would go for more than $15. But for now, I'm going to put it in the $15 pile. Okay, and so the last little bit of items that we have are a couple different clippies here. There's 2 different ones that are both green. They're a little bit different on each. I'm going to value those at $5 each. Another really interesting clippy set. Definitely a little bit different, but again, I'm going to value them at about $5 each. An acrylic ring, I'm going to value at $5. These are really pretty. Very different little clippies. But again, without knowing much about them, they're definitely more vintage. Those are probably all vintage too, but I'm going to value at $5. These, I feel like, don't have a lot of value on them as clippies. They're kind of more recent, more little danglies, but I'll go ahead and value them as $5 as well. These are a little more unique, so I'm going to go ahead and value those at $10. They're definitely vintage. They have like little glass beads in them. They are a little tarnished on the back, so they will need some cleaning, but they also say something on the back of them. They say Japan, so I would definitely value those at least 10. Then I got this really smooth green stone, which I have no idea what it is because I don't have any kind of tester to figure it out. It will remain unknown until I get something like that. So we're going to just value this one at, if I could put it in like a pendant thing or something, and we'll say $5. All right, and so I believe we were at about 200 before everything, but I'm just going to add everything back up real quick and let you know. So I've added everything back up and I value it as $292. So if we think about what was spent on this, we said $30 a bag, plus $4 shipping, so gross profit value minus the cost of goods at about $60. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have liked the video. If you do like it, have a great night. Bye.